Hey girls, it worked. We're live. So, Coach Patty here, and today we are continuing on with what seems to be a huge hit. I've struck a chord in all of us with the emotional eating and how to beat it and how to take control of it so that you don't have to deal with the constant crap that goes along with emotional eating. So today is no different. We are continuing on with this idea. Listen to me. If you are somebody that feels like you constantly self-sabotage, if you constantly feel like, why am I so great in all of these other areas of my life, but in this one area, I just cannot get a grip. And it sneaks up on me, but then when it gets here, I'm very familiar with it. So this is the thing. Today, when you leave, at the end of this video, you are going to have a toolkit, where you have options, and you'll understand this more as we go on how to nip it in the bud before it starts. So, if you are here live, put a live. If you're replay, put a replay so that I know who my people are. Hi, Catherine. It's me and you, Catherine. I haven't seen you in so long or heard from you, so I'm glad you're with me. Now, listen, let's do a recap. First of all, I always tell you this, and I'm never going to stop. You aren't alone. I'm a nutrition coach, a nurse, a fitness person for my whole life, and I still struggle with emotional eating sometimes, as every single person in the world does. So that's first. You're normal. You're not alone. Secondly, we discussed, and this is very important, so if you forgot it, we're going to revisit it. Food is a place. That sounds so weird. Food is a place. Hey, Wendy. That we go to when we feel things, when we feel stressed, when we feel happy, when we feel anything. It seems like food does something for us. We find relief, we find joy, whatever it is. But food is a place that we go to when we're feeling emotions, when we're feeling emotional, triggered, bad for sure, or even good trigger. Something good happened, we eat. We can find a reason to eat. So that's the second thing. First thing, you're not alone. You're normal. Second thing, food is a place. Now, but we do know this for sure. The emotional eating leads to the shame cycle, right? So you get triggered, you feel the emotion, you binge eat, emotional eat, your go-to. It's usually, we all have our thing. Usually, in fact, I did a poll and people, it was a wide variety of foods, but everybody immediately listed their first thing. And no, I did not have to beg for responses. So whatever your thing is, you get triggered, you feel the emotion, you go to that place of ice cream, that place of comfort with your hot bread, whatever it is. And then within moments, usually you feel the shame, right? And the guilt. And oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I've eaten a whole pan of whatever, or a whole bag of whatever, or a whole gallon of whatever. And then you resolve, I'm never doing this again. This is ridiculous. I have to get control. That's resolution. And then guess what? You go back to work, you go back to real life, and you get triggered again. So that emotional eating cycle is what we call the shame cycle. It just perpetuates itself. In order to break that, this is all recapping the last 3 weeks. In order to recap that, or to solve that, we have to look at patterns and triggers and develop strategies on how to break that cycle, right? So if you haven't watched the other videos, go watch those. They're great. So we have to look at the trigger. There's usually a couple that you can go, every single time this happens, I enter the shame cycle and emotionally eat. Now, that's caught us up until last week, which I I loved last week. I just thought that information, I do all this research and reading because I love it, and I do it for you because I want to set you free from all this crap. And I just loved relaying last week's message. And this is what it was. You have 3 archetypes in you. 3. We're talking about multiple personalities, but it's not a disorder. The first 2, your villains, the culprits, the saboteurs, are the child. So the child is this. The adult in you has planned on salmon, green beans, and a potato for dinner, right? Clean, healthy. You're going to feel so good. You know, it's going to taste good. The whole thing. You have it planned. You did your meal prep, daggone it. But then something triggers you at 4 o'clock. You get to your between 5 and 6 dinner hour planning thinking, and you're like, you know what? I don't want salmon. I want a bucket of ice cream. Or I'm going to order pizza. I don't care. The child wants what she wants right now because I had a bad day, or they were mean to me, or literally when you get your feelings hurt, when you have a bad day, you feel like you're owed whatever you want to eat. The second saboteur is the rebel. Girl, everybody has her. And this is the rebel. You are not the boss of me, whoever you are. I'm the boss, kind of, but not really, because even I can't tell me what to do. When I want what I want, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to eat a lot of it and stay out of it because I'm the boss, not you. Right. So those are the 2 most common villains, saboteurs of our willpower. Now, but this is the relief, the solution. And this is what we're going to talk about today. The big reveal last week, the big revelation for me when I was reading all of this and researching it, is this is the 3rd archetype that you have in you. And she is usually the most predominant. And that is the queen, the adult. And what we discussed last week is there is an adult woman, the queen, that lives in you, that is intelligent and successful and creative, and she's great at work, and she's great in her marriage and her home. She's not great at everything. She's still human, but she has control of her life and herself. And when you say, I just keep self-sabotaging, why do I do this? We explained that because there's 2 other people living in your head. And listen to me. When does the queen get overpowered? There's 2. And this is the beginning of today's new information. She gets overpowered in these triggered moments when she is, number 1, unaware. So she's just totally clueless that she even has a child, or that she has a rebel, or that or that she is a queen, that she is an adult, that she is as controlled and as successful as she is in all the other areas of her life. So the first way that you abdicate your authority as queen is to be unaware. If you are unaware, that's the pocket where I want you to do some work. Get in touch with the adult in you. She's there. She's amazing. And I said last week, she is the whole version of who you really are. She's the one that's done the hard work to succeed and to be healthy mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? So get in touch with her, and that's a kindness to yourself. Look at what you're good at. Look at what you are disciplined at, and really center yourself there, because that's, like I said last week, that's the real you. So, unaware. The second way that she abdicates her authority is to be unprepared. And that's what we're going to do today. We are going to prepare the adult in you, the queen in you, to not deal with that dumb, bratty child or that sassy little rebel and lose. It's preparation today. That's what we're doing. But first, before we talk about preparation, hey, Tina, before we talk about how to prepare the adult in you, the queen in you that makes awesome choices, this is what I want to tell you. And I want you to hear me say this. We talked a lot all month about the fact that we are taking the morality out of food, right? Remember that? There is no good food. There is no bad food. Food is food. And it's mostly good. So that's the thing. First thing, there is no morality in food. So if you are somebody who comes from a dieting background, from a shame cycle background, you know exactly what I mean. Where, oh, I shouldn't be eating that because, ice cream is bad, or chocolate chip cookies are bad, or pizza is bad. No, none of it's bad. So set yourself free. And the second thing, and you're not going to believe I'm about to tell you, but I always try to empower you. I try to give to you the truth, but also things that you can really put in your back pocket forever. Listen to me. There's no morality, nothing bad actually about self-soothing. When you get stressed and triggered, it is a healthy reaction to look for relief, right? So no good food or bad food. It's all good. We just have to learn how to relate to it in a healthy way, and eat it in ways that don't make us unhealthy, right? Second thing is, atta girl, good job. You have learned how and when, mostly, not how yet, getting there, but I'm going to teach you. But you have learned when you need to draw back and go to a place and reset. That is amazing that you didn't know that. So that's amazing. You've learned when to reset. But this is the problem. If you're a true blue emotional eater, you really only probably have one place to go, right? And that is food. And so when you get triggered, queen or not, child or not, rebel or not, whichever of your personalities has surfaced, there's only one tool in your toolbox, and it's food. It's an abundance of food, right? So today, this is what we're going to do. We are going to prepare the adult in you with other places to go. That's how I'm phrasing this. If food is a place, you need at least 2 or 3 other places to go when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my mind. Give me all the bread right now. Or listen, all the alcohol right now. All the sugar right now, right? When you get there, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have at least three other places for that adult queen to go where she doesn't say, give me all the bread. She says, give me all the fill in the blank. That's what we're going to do. So, get a piece of paper right now if you want to play with me. And what we're going to do is 3 things. First, and listen, before we start on this homework, if you are serious about owning and stepping into your role all the time as the centered adult queen, that is the whole you, then it's going to take a little bit of work on your part. Like this, a little bit of activity, action taking, and I'm going to walk you through every bit of it. But don't waste where we are. It's not a mistake that you're hearing my voice. It's not a mistake that I'm blessed enough and honored enough to coach you. But don't waste it and not participate. So grab a piece of paper, or at the end of this, I have PDFs that if you want the worksheet for this, I'll send it to you and you can just use mine. First thing, brainstorm. This is fun. What you love. Not only when you're stressed out, and it can't be food or alcohol. I'm sorry, I love you. So for me, for instance, the top things that I love, and don't judge me, I'm weird. I love like long, hot runs in the woods by myself. I'm Pocahontas in my heart. I always say that. I love water of any kind. If I've got my feet in a creek, oh my gosh, I'm stupid. If I love... I love a really, really clean, fresh bed and fresh jammies. I just do. And don't get in the bed dirty. You better take a shower. I love hard outdoor work. I love lifting heavy weights. It's weird. That's how I am wired. So your first assignment is brainstorm all of the things that you love and go crazy. I really want you to have at least 10 things on there. Off the top of your head. I love great music. I could put a playlist to anything. Number 2, I want you to recall, really go back. This is when you have to do hindsight. What are your top 3 recurring emotions? So when I get triggered, I'm using myself because I don't want to out anybody else, but when like a client or anything. So I'm using me. When I get triggered, it's usually, I'm feeling totally overstimulated, because I'm a nurse and a coach, and my role, the way, God put me on this earth to give and to give and to give and to get all of this input and then give output. But I'm an introvert. So it hits me hard by the end of some days. So overstimulation, frustration, anxiety. So those are my 3. And often confusion. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't know what happened just now in this situation. I need counsel. So pick 3 or 4 common reactions after you've been triggered. So you've got your brainstorm list, have fun, top 3 or 4 reactions, and emotions that recur. Now, and then the third thing is what I want you to do, and this is where it gets homeworky, and if you want my PDF, put in the comments, put PDF, and I'll send it to you. It's printable. You're going to love it. It's easy. Now, this is where it gets fun. What I want you to do is put your categories. So mine would be overstimulation, frustration, anxiety. And I'm going to make a toolkit for overstimulation because that's my most common one. My most common one being overstimulation, I probably don't want to call a friend. Sorry, all my friends. I probably don't need heavy work outside or lifting weights. When I'm overstimulated, I need hot bath with low lights and easy music and a sign on the door that says go away. So, right, that's my kit. So now I know, okay, on Friday, I have 5 million phone calls, 3 meetings. I'm coaching somebody here, CrossFit at night. I know that by Friday night, I'm going to want to go to Effie's, our ice cream store, and get everything. So what I'm going to plan to do ahead of time is draw a bath. Okay, so in my mind's eye, I see me, I'm done coaching at CrossFit. I get home, I eat what I've prepared for dinner, and I slip right on into my quiet, low stim place, right? That is a place. That is a toolkit. So questions. There are a couple people live on here, and I'm jibber jabbering. So if you have questions or comments, put them down there. Even if you're watching the replay, ask questions and I'll answer them. Absolutely. And when you listen to me, when you do your brainstorm of all the things that you love, this is something I forgot to tell you. It's a must. You absolutely need to include all of your senses. So things that smell good, things that feel good, or feel good massage, type things, things that you can see. So really make the things that you love list sensory. Because here's another example. So let me get a drink. So you guys better be drinking your water. So, That was my overstimulated toolkit. And I literally do that. I do, because I've learned, this is what I've learned. Oh my gosh, listen to me. What I have learned is that Effie's taste really darn good if I drive straight from a hot CrossFit at the end of a really long day of talking to people, and I zip in there and I get my bucket of whatever. Honestly, I love their Blizzard. It's like chocolate, and then I put Reese cups in it. But guess what? It feels good for a minute, but when I'm done, I don't feel at peace. I still feel overstimulated. So this is what I want you to know is not only does emotional eating keep you in a shame cycle of overeating and feeling bad, listen to me when I say this. It does not give true relief. It doesn't. It creates problems. And you know that, and I know that. So now now that I've developed this habit of hot bath, low lights, music, leave me alone, sign on the door, not really. When I get out of that room and that environment, I have true relief. I feel better. And I've processed things, and it's true blue, healthy coping that works. So, okay, here's the second scenario. Somebody has frustrated me or hurt my feelings or ticked me off, right? I don't want a hot bath. No, I don't. I want to punch somebody in the throat. No, don't do that either. But listen, so this is what I'm trying to teach you is out of your list of things that are super sensory and all the things that you love, some will fit. Make a toolkit for each of your three emotions that fit. So when I am overstimulated, I don't want to go for a hot run with a girlfriend. I need silence. When I'm angry and frustrated, under my list of things that I love, that's when I go lift heavy weights with loud music, or I go for a really long hot run fast. But you see, some of the things in your list are going to fit relief for each of your emotions that others will not. So that is how you make your toolkit. And I called it, listen to me, I called it a comprehensive toolkit because that's what it is. I want you to take more than one of your emotions and get a whole thing together. So here's some examples. Are you guys okay? I'm just like talking and talking. Wendy's still with me. Tina, you're still with me. Catherine, you're still with me. I love it. So, all right. If you're okay, put I'm great in the comments. Maybe I can't see them. I don't know. I just don't want to be annoying. Okay, here's examples of kits. For an aggression kit, I have listed outdoors, moving. Good, thanks, Wendy. An aggression kit, like I'm mad. For me, I have outdoors, any kind of moving, pushing, pulling, hard music. Hey, Kelly girl. Any kind of ball work, meaning, heavy ball tossing, whatever it is. An aggression toolkit. So that when I'm mad, I don't go to Effie's to get ice cream. I go and I'm like, I need to run really fast by myself. An overstimulation kit we just talked about. For me, it looks like a bath and candles and low lights and spa music. For here's one. I have like a beat down, like emotional wreck kit. And that for me looks like journaling, like brain dumping, right? It looks like a book about what just happened to me so I can understand it. It looks like a call to somebody that can counsel me, right? And then here's another one, body stress, where your body just needs love and attention. And that kit looks like a yoga mat and candles and rollers for your body, like and massage guns, heating pads. Oh, look at that. I'm a granny. I love a heating pad, like the electric kind of heating pad. So, and this is what you do. You literally make a kit. So if you had a basket, now I'm wishing I had a basket and I don't, but get a basket and put your yoga mat and your candle and your, whatever it is, that your rollers and your massage gun, whatever it is, that is ready to go, right? If it's a bath kit, put your bubble bath and your bath salts and your favorite towel that you only use when you're stressed, like high quality, has a special smell. I started using Buff City soaps and I'm addicted. I love it. But smells like the detergent on that towel only when you're stressed. So have a bath kit. An aggression kit, girl, I don't know, get some running shoes and a punching bag. Like, so you get what I'm saying? You have to be prepared. Just like you're prepared with your ice cream in the freezer when you get home, you have to be prepared mentally. You can see yourself drawing a bath. Oh, it's going to feel so good, right? And then you have to have all your stuff ready to go. So, questions. I'm going to wait a minute. Oh, you're listening while driving, Kelly. Good. Okay, I love you. So that is what we're going to do. Now, two things. If you want the PDF, if you want the brainstorm PDF that's attached to the how to make a kit PDF, give it to me. This is only for serious players that are done emotionally eating and are going to do a minute or two of self-work, of homework to get this area of your life kind of unplugged from the control that is not yours. So if you want the PDF, put PDF. If you want, listen to me, I'm giving strategy calls just for this, where you and I, for 15 minutes together, get at least 2 options for you. So if this is overwhelming you, 15-minute phone call, and what we'll do is I will take your information and together you and I will get at least 2, I would like you to have 3 other places besides food to go when you're triggered. I'll do it in a jiffy. It'll be fun. Little bonding time between the two of us. So, recap. Food is a place. You have 2 villains. There could be 55, but we've talked about 2 villains that consistently sabotage you, the true, real, whole you. It is the child who's bratty. I don't care if I made salad and I want pizza because I had a bad day. The child. The rebel who is, don't tell me what to do. I don't care if you're my coach. I don't care if you're my doctor. I don't care if you're you. Right? Not even you are in charge of you. So the rebel is, you're not the boss of me. And then the relief and the beauty of all of this that I love so stinking much is there is also an adult, intelligent, beautiful, whole, queen of a woman that lives inside of you. And she's in charge. And the only time that she abdicates her authority is when she is unaware of her authority, who she really is. Think about that. If she is unaware of the child or her saboteur, for most people, it's the child and it's the rebel. So abdicates authority because she's unaware or because she is unprepared. That queen only has one go-to, and it's food. So today, we are going to develop, for those of you who are serious, we are going to take 15 minutes and develop different places for her to go. So brainstorm all the things that you love, 25 things, use all of the senses. If you love hot baths, if you like cold pool swim, if you like a hot run, if you like to sit on the porch and drink coffee and listen to birds, put all of the things, good books that you love. Next thing, put the top 3 recurring triggered emotions, right? Anger, frustration, overstimulation were mine, or something like that. And then what I want you to do is make a kit. When I feel angry, I'm going to take 5 things that I love and put it under anger. When I'm feeling overstimulated, I'm going to take 3 things that would destimulate me and put it under the kit that is overstimulation. So you get what I'm saying. Questions? Kelly is such a rebel. I am shocked. I love you. Everyone's a rebel. Everyone is a rebel. I've got so many girls, all of us, I'm a rebel. But honestly, I'm mostly a child if I'm true blue. So I'm here for you. If you want the PDF, again, if you want the quick worksheet so that you don't have to make it yourself, I'll send it to you and you just print it off. So put PDF if you want it. Or if this is overwhelming to you, we will take a 15-minute strategy call and get you at least 2 or 3 other alternatives for the queen in you, the adult in you, to go. That's not food. Because I don't want, shame cycle needs to stop. It's not necessary, and it breaks your heart, and because your heart gets broken, mine does too. So I love you. If you need anything at all, I'm your girl, and I'm just gonna keep researching and making sure that I'm giving you things that I pray literally are helping you. And if you have any suggestions, let me know that too. But in the meantime, do your homework. Drink your water. Dawn, I'll get you that PDF. Absolutely. And have a great rest of the week. I'm here for you if you need anything. So we'll chat again soon. So see ya. Bye.